Hello everyone and welcome to another workshop in the Virus Hackathon series. Today we have a special workshop on wallet integration with a new wallet adapter. With us is Michael, the founder of Rentfuse, excuse me. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your work, Michael. Michael, you mute yourself.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
Okay,
yeah.
so hi everyone, I'm Michael. I'm the founder of Rentfuse. I'm a software engineer, and at the moment I'm working on Rentfuse to develop the first NFT renting platform on the Neo blockchain. What I'll show you today, guys, is is an approach to two tools that at Rentfuse we made that will be really useful for you to for the hackathon, basically. So one is Neonova, a web application, and then the new wallet adapter.
Okay. So are you ready for your presentation?
Yep.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay.
It's your show time now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so as I told you before, we developed these two tools in order to move faster while we were developing Rentfuse. Then we decided to open source them in order to let these tools be used by other people and help others to succeed. Um, I already told you about me, about what is Rentfuse. So let's dive deeper on what I'll show you today. Today we'll use a top-down approach. So what is this top-down approach? Basically, we'll start from the top part. So the front-end part of a website will start from Neonova. That is the tool I will present first. Neonova integrates Neo Wallet Adapter, that is the library that interact with the wallet. And so we'll see the front-end side of Neonova, what is how we can use it. Then we'll dive deep in its code and we'll see how it integrates Neo Wallet Adapter. And then we go through Neo Wallet Adapter and how to use it to communicate and to interact with the wallet on your front-end application. What is Neonova? So let's start with this. Neonova is a web application that allows you to make invocations on the Neo blockchain. So let's move to its website. Okay, here it is. Neonova is hosted at neonova.space. It's also open sourced, as I told you before. So it's on GitHub under the Rentfuse Labs organization. And so here you can see the whole code of this application that is a production ready application that uses the Neo Wallet Adapter library. So is a good example on how to integrate the library, how to use it, and how to interact with the Neo blockchain. So it's all open sourced and all the code is on GitHub. Now let's see how it is and how Neonova can help you for the hackathon. So basically, Neonova is like Postman. Maybe some of you already know Postman. Okay, this was the basic idea that we had while developing this tool. So it's a way to easily interact with the Neo blockchain. So what is and what is its UI, as you can see here, is really kind of straightforward. So you have on the left bar that is always present, in which there are two tabs that represent the two main functions of Neonova. So the first one is this one, that is also the home page, is the tab related to the invocations. So what are invocations? Invocations are calls to the Neo blockchain. So let's put it simple. We can do some invocation that can be of two types, read or write, and we can have some results. In this tab, we can see that in this layout, so going through this invocation tab, we can see that we have on the top side an application bar that is really important because kind of give us the global settings of how we are interacting with the blockchain. So as first we have this button that is used to set up the network on which we are on, the mainnet or the testnet. We can select the RPC address we want to use, and we can interact with it. We can just click save to save these settings, and all the contract invocations will be done to this endpoint on this network. At the moment, I'm using the testnet in order to let you see the interaction with it. On the right side, so in this part that is the kind of wallet side, we have a button, a really interesting button, because this button come from the Neo Wallet adapter library. So as you can see directly from the front end, we can see an integration with the useful library that we'll see later. So in this case, straight out of the box, by just implementing the Neo Wallet Connect library, I can click on this button. It show me different options to select the wallet I want to use. I click on Neoline. As you can see here, the Neoline logo appear, and I can click connect, and I'm connected through the Neoline wallet. So straightforward, really simple, and we'll see later that this is really just adding a React component, because we'll see the application in React. We'll see that is just like adding a React component in our web application. So the other two important buttons are this one. These one are useful buttons in order to export or import the set of invocations that you have here. This is really a fresh new update that we thought would have been really useful for people to use, because we found out that we wanted to, let's say, keep things more organized, or move things better in the UI, from the UI perspective, so group the invocation. So we thought, well, let's create a layout that let us do so, and moreover, let's give us the possibility to import and to export to someone else all this set of invocation. And so we created these two buttons. By clicking it, you can import this set of invocation. At the end is just a JSON file. Okay, and we can export them, exporting a JSON file. So what is the layout and how can we use this? Basically, what we do is we have on the left side some groups. We can add a new one, or we can just use the same we already have. We can delete one. So we can do basic managing operation on this part, and then we can change the name. And here I've named these groups as some contracts we use, we develop for Rentfuse. So in this case, I'll show you some interaction with the FuseCanBit contract. So I'll insert this name as a placeholder to keep things organized. And we have three buttons here. We have three buttons that represent the real invocation we are going to do. Each tab is an invocation. You can see here that each invocation has first a type. So due to the fact that invocations can just read data, so get data from the blockchain, or write on the blockchain, so update the storage on the blockchain, and so doing a transaction, we divided them in reader write operations. Then we added here the possibility to add the script hash. So you have to add the script hash of the contract you want to invoke. Then the operation, so the name of the method you want to call, and then some arguments. some arguments that represent the arguments of your invocation. In this case, in order to call the invocation, I just click on the send button. As you can see here, the gray box, the black box that we have on the right will show the result of the invocation. This is really straightforward, and I think that this will be really useful for you guys, because it allows you to quickly interact with your contracts on the testnet. And also from a teamwork point of view is cool, because you can export your invocation, give it to your teammates, and it can see what you are already doing. So just to continue this, we can see that I call the total supply method on the fuse kind bit contract. We can see that I have the response with the value, the integer value. So this is the response with a value that is of type integer, and this is its value. In this case, we can see that we have this number of fuse kind bit NFTs. The cool thing is that in this way you can really be fast on invoking your contract, and moreover we added a feature where, due to the fact that the result from an invocation would need and could need further decoding in order to be readable easily, we thought that it would have been great to add the possibility to directly decode the value. But due to the fact that we don't know in advance the value the type of the value that can be here, because for the integer is okay, it's known, but for example, let's go on this side, on the settings page, on the settings method, we can see here that we can have values that are maybe byte string, and we cannot directly decode it. We added the possibility to click on the value and try to decode it in different ways. So we try to decode it as a string, as a number, as an hash, and so by clicking it you can test different decoding. As you can see here, these were just was just strings, but we can handle also other cases, like in this case that is a big integer. So this was to do invocation that read on the blockchain. So do invocation that give us the value, a result, some results. But then we can do also some other invocation that write on the blockchain. So we update the storage. In order to do so, we have to use the wallet. So in this case, we'll be able to use what new wallet adapter is providing to us to interact with the chain. So this is a method from the Proxy NFT Factory contract of Rentfuse, and in this case, I'm updating the pause state. In order to do so, I have to I pass an argument, like you can see here is a Boolean. The value is 1. And so I'm passing the value that I have to update that the pause state is true. So I send this invocation. We can see that new line pops up, and we can see here that we have new line that asks us to pay some fee. So yes, we pay the fee. We submit the transaction. So in this way, we submitted the transaction. Now we are waiting for the transaction to be submitted, and then we can wait. And then we have updated basically the value of the storage on the blockchain. So this mainly covered the whole interaction with your invocation. We can see that we had normal read invocation, like in this case for the total supply. We had write invocations, and so we covered every kind of invocation we can have and we can do with Neonova. So let's move on the contract side. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. On the contract side, we have another useful tab that allow us to interact with the contract. So another useful thing you can do while doing, and you will do for sure while doing the hackathon, is to create a contract, to deploy it on the testnet, and then you may have to change something while the contract is on the testnet, and so probably you'll need to update the contract. So this page is basically for doing that operation. So on the left side, you can deploy your contract, doing the deploy with the wallet you are connected with. So you imported the NEF file for the contract, its manifest, you click on deploy, and then you submit the transaction to deploy your contract on the blockchain. After doing so, you are given the script hash of the contract you have deployed. Basically, with this script hash, you can use it to do the interaction we saw before. So we have a string like this. We can do interaction we see like before, and we can interact with our contract. Or so this is the first step. The other step would be to update your contract. So you have deployed your contract on the testnet. You tested it, and then you find a problem, a bug, or whatever you can find. Okay, no problem. You go there. You insert your script hash, the script hash of your contract. So the contract you want to update here. You import the new NEF file and the manifest file for your contract. You click update, and you update the contract with your new code. So these cover all things related to Neonova, to this tool. I think that this will be really useful. I wish I had a tool like this while doing the first hackathon, because I think that this is really straightforward and allows you to test stuff, to basically interact with your testnet in an easy way. Then we continuing from what we saw before, this top-down approach. We saw Neonova. We saw the first tool we had. We saw what is Neonova on the front-end side, the web app. How can it be used to interact with the blockchain? Now let's dig deeper into the code of Neonova to see how is Neonova and how it integrates the new wallet adapter library. So here we can see that we have some the first at first Neonova is an Next.js application. So is a React application that follow the structure of Next.js and integrates the new wallet adapter library packages. As you can see here, we just installed the packages on the web app, and what we do basically is that we, and we'll see it this part better later, we decide the wallet that we want to enable for the user, and then we inject them through a wallet provider. So we'll have all of our application wrapped inside this wallet provider. This wallet provider will know, because we'll pass them the wallets we want to show to the user, and it automatically will allow us to use React hooks through all of our application to interact with the wallet we choose. Here is this is a component where we use the new wallet adapter library. That is the board item component is basically this component. Okay, so is a component, the real component that allow us to interact with the blockchain. So is the component that uses this hook, the use wallet hook, to interact, to get data from the wallet that is connected. So we get the address of the connected wallet, if the wallet is connected or not, and the invoke function, and use it in order to do, okay, here it is. It basically what it does is to call this invoke from the new wallet adapter with the parameters that are present on Neonova to do the invocation and get the result. This is really straightforward. Here on Neonova, we have watched it on the code side really quickly, because we'll see a basic project later while watching the new wallet adapter library, but it was to give you an idea about how simple is to use it to interact with the blockchain. So let's go on with this. So we saw Neonova, and then let's move to the new wallet adapter library, so the core of our workshop. So we started from the Neonova web app. We saw the front end. We had a hint of the code side of Neonova, what is inside the Neonova project, and then we'll move to the bottom part. We're moving to the bottom part of what is this new wallet adapter library. So new wallet adapter library is a library, a TypeScript library that give you some important adapters, classes, and components that you can directly use for move faster on the front end side of your application. The idea behind this was that we have fantastic wallets on the Neo blockchain, but while developing the first front end for Rentfuse, and also while developing the web app for the hackathon, we found that we wanted to use all of and to give to the users the possibility to use all the wallets available for them, but we didn't have something that groups all these wallet and allow to interact with them easily. So we thought, well, let's develop let's say an abstraction, okay, that allows you to directly interact with the wallet that a user choose, in the same way for Neoline, for O3, and all the other wallets. So we created this library. Let's see how is this library. So the new wallet adapter library is also open source. So we decided also in this case to open source it in order to share it with the community. We wanted to help other people and also share thought, share ideas, and improve it together. So also on your case, on your side, if you use it and you find some interesting new stuff to add, you find some improvements, some bugs, or whatever, just add an issue here and do fork the library and do a pull request to update it. We review and we'll update it accordingly. So the idea is to improve it together and to be really a tool useful for the whole community to move faster on the development. And I think that with the hackathon ongoing, doing in 1 month a project is not a lot of time. So having a library that really can speed you up on the front end side is, I think that it's really cool. So I hope you'll try it and you give us some feedback also regarding this. So let's dig deeper on what is this new wallet adapter library. Let's go directly on the code side. So this new wallet adapter library here we have is main folder, is a Lerna package, Lerna repos with more packages inside. This is because this the wallet adapter library is composed by different parts that can be used alone and as a synergy to be used together. So the idea was that we create at first a core part of the new wallet adapter library. So a core folder with everything inside, everything basic needed to interact with the wallet. So uh, basic classes that we'll see now, so basic packages that are really the core of the library, and then give the possibility to easily use this library for UI, for some of the most popular UI library. So in our case, we develop only the part of React because we are mainly using React, but this library can also be easily used on Angular, on Vue, and on whatever you are using, because due to its to how it's organized, you can, and you'll see now that you'll just need to see how is it implemented in the other UI component in order to know how to use it and how to implement it in Angular or whatever. Moreover, if you are an Angular guy or a Vue.js guy and want to create a package for this doing a pull request, it's it would be really welcome for mainly for the others. So let's dig deep in this. So let's see the core, the real core of the library. So the real core of the library is in the base folder and is the adapter.ts file. So this file is what represents the abstraction of the wallet. So the idea is to have a class, an abstract class that can abstract the implementation of each single wallet in order to use the wallet as the same object and to use it easily. So here we have some types, some interfaces. So let's go to the class, and here it is. Here you can see that you have all the possible methods and the property that a base wallet adapter implementing class have. So the idea is that each of the wallet, Neoline, etc., has their own implementation. So the Neoline wallet, and we'll see here, he'll do the connect method in his own way, and we can use its abstraction directly in the same way as the O3 wallet and the other wallets, because everyone implements the same class. So a basic implementation of object programming. So in this case, we have the abstraction for the adapter, and we have some other useful function like the wait function or a polling function. Let's see how this is provided for the wallets. We can see here that the wallets package that is in the core side will have all the wallets available with some basic information for them. And as you can see here, I give you an example of Neoline. You can see that this function will return an object that give you the adapter representing the new wallet adapter. So these are provided in the library, and you can see here that in the wallets package we have all the implementation of Neoline. So we saw before here in the core side, we saw that we had this abstract class that was the base wallet adapter class, and we see here that we have the neoline wallet adapter that extends the base wallet adapter class, so implement every of its method and as is implementation. This is really useful because it allows you to use the same object for each of the wallets, and is the core part of our library. Use one interface for interacting with all the wallets. So the base part basically is this. The wallets part is just functions to export the object representing the wallets. And the UI part connects with the React core package, is a set of components that are useful for if you are using React. So the idea is that if you are using a React application, you can directly use this package, the React UI package, in order to directly have some components that automatically handle some stuff. So as you saw on Neonova, this is a React UI component that automatically handle for us the disconnection, the selection of a wallet, as you can see here, the connection, without us having to really implement the code behind it. So, and so as you can see here, we have all of these done for React. The same is done for Undesign, because for React is really basic, just a basic React component, and for Undesign, due to the fact that we are using this library of components for developing our front end, we are familiar with it. We created this package for using it directly with the Undesign library. This could be really useful because it's a really good library that has a lot of components that can really speed up your front-end development part. So these three main folders, so the core folder, the UI folder, and the wallets folder, are the basic folder that you may need for doing your application. Here on the GitHub page of New Wallet Adapter, you have a guide on how to use it, and this guide is kind of opinionated, like because it's done considering a React implementation, because as I told you, we are doing mainly Next.js application with React, but can be applied with anything else you prefer. So as you can see at the beginning, so let's go through this to see how easy it is to set it up and to use it. So to set it up, as first, so let's consider React UI. As first, we just installed the needed packages. So you can install only the one you need. They are all listed on this page. And then we just do the first setup. So what is this first setup? Is what we saw in Neonova. So basically, we are wrapping our whole application with this wallet provider component that has the information of the wallet we want to let the user use. In this case, you see the functions that we had before, the function we saw before. So we are creating an array of adapters that we give as prop to the wallet provider component in a way that its context is injected in the whole application and we can access them in the whole application. You have also some useful component from the React UI library that allows to do some interesting and useful interaction for the wallet, like showing the model, like this one, like having this button to select the wallet, like showing this model, showing the all the wallets you want to use, and so yeah, is already done for you from the UI library. You have also some props you can use and you can adapt to customize it. Obviously, you can customize also the CSS of the components, so to make it more customized depending on your needs. Then we have its usage. Mainly, as we saw before for the Neonova project, we can just use the wallet. So we, from a component inside the wallet provider, we can access the Neo Wallet adapter library context. And so what we can do is that we use this hook in order to get the context that in this case is composed by an address, the address of the connected wallet, a flag indicating if I'm connected or not, and the invoke function. Then in this case, I'm doing a really simple transaction to send one Neo. So, in fact, is the Neo send button. Okay, so in this case, we do the invocation. So we call we wait for, because invoke is a promise, so we'll wait for the invoke to finish, and we pass as parameters, we pass the script hash of the contract we want to call, the operation, that in this case is transfer, the array of arguments that are needed for our operation, and the signers of our call. In the final part, we wait for the transaction to be confirmed on chain, and this is mainly 10 to 15, maybe 15 seconds, but you can handle this wait as you prefer. At the end, here you have the transaction ID from the result, and so you can do whatever it's free for you to do whatever you prefer. You can wait, you can create a queue with all the transaction ID and give notifications, so as the front-end developers prefer. And then it's really easy. We just has this button that do this on click, and so do this invocation. The packages that I told you before, so we have the core packages, the UI packages, all explained, so with all the links to them and their package on npm. And then we have what it may be really useful for you developing the hackathon project that are the starter project. So it's cool to have a project that is already set up to start with the front-end development of your project, of your of the project you are building. Probably you are building something that needs a web app to interact with it. And so let's go to what are the starter project. This is the latest thing we have on the New Wallet Adapter library that is related not to a library part, but are kind of templates you can copy and you can use to start your front-end application. We have two of them, the Next.js starter and the non-design starter. Both are Next.js application, so they use a React at the end, but they are really useful because really they allow you to quickly start with your development. So in order to do so if I'm imagining to be using one of these starter for the hackathon, what I'll do is that I take, for example, I want the basic one with Next.js, so I copy this folder, I copied it on the desktop, and I create a new project from this one. This has everything inside, so you just have to change this, so it's no more private or as you prefer, but you change some some information in the package.json, and then you npm install. It automatically install all the packages you need, and it already set up basic stuff you can be useful with for your applications. So in this case, for a Next.js application using this starter, you just you already have in your application the wrapper, the wallet connection provider wrapper with all the wallets available to be used. Here you have to change some value, like here the app metadata with your application values for the new wallet, for the Neon wallet, but it's basically the only thing you have to customize at the beginning. So you decide this, and then you are free to create pages that use the React hook we saw before to interact with the chain. Moreover, what you can do from a customization perspective is that you can customize the CSS of your application, and you can also customize the CSS of these components that are given from the library. So this basically covers everything related to Neo Wallet Adapter. So I give you an overview also on the coding side of it, because with this approach, I thought it would have been interesting also for you to see what you can see and then what is the code behind it. So what we saw from the beginning was at the first thing was Neonova web app, with how to do invocations, how to interact with the wallet, how to connect it, how to deploy a contract, to update a contract. So a way to interact with the blockchain with a UI. Okay, basically, you can use it to deploy your hackathon contracts and update them, test them directly on the testnet. Or in the future, you can use it for interacting with them on the mainnet. That project is open sourced and is completely open to pull request. Then we were on the top side. We moved to the coding side. We saw really quickly the code behind it, and then we moved to the new wallet adapter library. So the base wallet adapter library that allows you to easily integrate the possibility to interact with all the wallets available on the new blockchain directly, easily, with some pre-developed components. We saw how is composed the library, what are its packages. We understood what is the code behind it and how it works. And then we saw starter project that we can directly use for the hackathon. So as a suggestion, as doing this workshop is really to start with a starter. If you are a Next.js developer, start with a starter you see on the starter page of the new wallet adapter library, and use it as your basic project. Then you can see on the Neonova Code, on the Neonova GitHub page, how it use it to interact with the blockchain, how it does the conversion. So you can have a reference of a production-ready application that is interacting with the blockchain. And so basically that's all. So I hope that this workshop will help you in creating your fantastic project on the Neo blockchain. I would be very happy for you to succeed in this hackathon, and to see you using this application and have fun with them. So thank you everyone for being here and seeing this explanation.
Okay. Thanks for Mike's Michael's presentation, and all the audience, if you have any questions related to today's topic, you can write them in the devlog channel. Michael will answer them. I saw that the Claude from X Labs said the new Nova is indeed very helpful. I hope more people, actually, I hope more people get to know it, and thanks for developing it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I just noticed that when you present the coding, there is another wallet you are planning to integrate with is OneGate, right? So what's your plan with it?
Yes, we had a PR for integrating a one gate. So the cool thing for the new wallet adapter is that at the beginning we added only two or three wallet, and then we had Mercury. So other people developing on the new blockchain that added some new feature, added some new functionality for the library, and I think that this is one of our goal while open sourcing it. So the idea to have an open library used by the community, improved by the community, and that can foster the growth of the community. So every update, everything we find can be adjusted, improved by anyone.
Okay, so every audience, if you have any questions or issues, you can just ask Michael in our Discord servers. I think that's all of today's workshop, Michael. Any last word to the hackathon participants or the community members?
Good luck with developing your next fantastic project on Neo, and I hope that these tools will be helpful for you to do that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you for your presentation. That's all of today's workshop. Thank you all the participants. See you next week.